has asked for the entire nursery admission process to be repeated after demanding a fresh draw of lots for all seats in every category. This means that the entire process will have to be revisited and will be started from scratch. The court ordered that just a while ago. This is breaking information coming in right now. A cumbersome process as it is, and many complaints received from the parents of nursery candidates, of course, children, who said the guidelines and the rules laid down by the Lieutenant Governor in Delhi were not being followed by private schools, especially in Delhi. And this is not a very old story. Last week itself, this was huge. And now the Delhi High Court says that the entire process will have to be revisited and started from scratch. Pratyush Dubey on the line with more details. Pratyush, we saw this last week and the week before that. Now it seems that the schools, the children and the parents will have to go through the rigmarole once again.
Well, let's be very clear, sir. What's really happening is, under the earlier system, out of the total 100 points, 70 were given if the child lived in the neighborhood of a school, right? And additional 20 were also given if a sibling is studying in there. 5 points more if either parent is an alumni, another 5 points if it's an interstate transfer case. Now, all this, under new criteria, what has really happened is that the High Court, Justice Manmohan, who was heading the bench here, who was hearing the plea, has said that, we should hold a fresh draw of lots across these criteria. So what that essentially means is going to be a lot of headache, a lot of heartache for a lot of parents whose wards, who had already applied, who had gone through the rather tenuous process of standing in those queues in applying for this. And now the new algorithm that's really been coming out has been 70 points, of course, for neighborhood, but additional 20 and only additional 10. So, of course, that 5 points for the interstate transfer case has been done away with, and we need to see how really this pans out in the coming days.
Right. Many thanks, Pratyush. Seema Kaul, also on the story, is with us right now. Seema Kaul, what exactly has the Delhi High Court said, and what does this mean really for not just the students who will have to wait another cycle of waiting, but also for the parents and the schools?
Well, you see, essentially what had happened last week was that the 5 points, which were for interstate transfer, that had been scrapped. So from 100 points, it came down to 95 points. Now, this week, today, when the matter was being heard, and last week itself, the Delhi government had brought out a circular in accordance with that, saying that whoever had taken the interstate transfer part, they would have to apply afresh, because now the interstate transfer would not apply at all. It had been scrapped altogether. So now, in certain cases, there will be a fresh draw of lots, and the main reason will be because this interstate transfer 5 points has been done away with. So, for instance, if I had taken that 5 points in addition and adding that, I had come to a certain number, and with that I was getting admission. Now I'll have to apply afresh because I no longer have the interstate 5 points.
Is there any resistance? Okay, we'll have to move up this story. Many thanks, Seema Kaul, for those details. And that, of course, Seema Kaul reporting on the story. HC Delhi High Court has scrapped all nursery admissions, saying the entire process will have to be repeated all over again, started from scratch.